Did Duck say I did?
No, did Duck break the flashlight?
I don't think so. He's just always blaming me for stuff.
Like what?
Putting a bug on his pillow?
Did you do that?
Yes.
Hello, this is Mastering347, an exciting playthrough of Final Fantasy XII. And today, I want to show you a cutscene here. This leads to where the Zodiac Spear is. We're not going to get it today. I just want to show you a cutscene here, which tells you that this place is so dangerous. They put this cutscene here just to make sure that you avoid this place like the plague, because it's that tough. If I went to Arcades or old Arcades, then the cutscene would be gone. It's optional. Oh, sorry about that. Bad throat. Or like dry throat. And here we are, the Necrohole of Nabudis. This place is infamous for raping you anally in nearly every direction, because it is just plain evil.
This is all that remains of Nabudis. 2 years ago it was destroyed utterly by a mysterious force. The work of the Midlight Shard.
This? In just 2 years? How?
As the Dawn Shard brought down the Leviathan and her fleet, a fell mist spilled forth. It is like the same thing happened here. The Nethicite's mist has corrupted the life of this place. It is a necrohole overrun with beasts. We tread here on a fool's errand. We'd best turn back.
Is it revenge that you desire? Yes or no? Not this way lies the capital. The road to Arcades leads east of Selikawood, beyond the Fawn Coast and Sita Uplands.
Yes, this place is so dangerous that they made a cutscene just to tell you not to go here, and for good reason. You are not ready for this place. Not ready. In fact, people who go after the Zodiac Spear early do not fight the enemies in here, they just run past them like nuts. And then I can see them in the distance. I'm out of here. They just run past like nuts and pray they get to the Zodiac Spear, and even if you do somehow get it through all those horrible monsters, getting back is just as hard. I also want to show you guys that cutscene and how much they don't want you to go to that place straight away. The Zodiac Spear is tempting, it is the strongest weapon in the entire game, but seriously, if you don't feel up to it, don't do it yet. Besides, as long as you didn't open the 4 chests I told you about, that Zodiac Spear isn't going anywhere. Most importantly, the one in Old Town, where Old Man Dannon's house is opposite of him. Don't open that one, and don't open those chests in the Fawn Coast. The other 2 chests which we never opened, we can't get to them again, so it's just those 2 we have to worry about now. But anyway, now we're going to go on to the rare game. First of all, we need to go back to back to the Say Crystal. Oh, sorry. A little bit of a dry throat or something. Oh, we're in the right way. No, I'm not. Down here. Yeah, that cutscene disappears after you go to Arcades, so that's what I wanted to show you. But anyway, let's go back to the Sochen Cave Palace. And then I decided to get this rare game. It's Cubus. Cubus is basically like a flan-like enemy. And to get it to appear, what you need to do... Sorry, I thought I saw something. Let's go down here first. Ooh, my throat's really dry. Oh, you can skip these, remember. Just press pause if you want to skip a cutscene while they're in, and press X. Because I'm not going to be skipping any cutscenes in this game. If it's going through the same places over and over again with the same animation, yeah, then of course I'm going to skip it. Just to save a bit of time. Okay, go through this ancient door. Now, what you need to do is that, let's see, get this way again spawn. You need to kill all of the Wendigos and Fiends here. But if you see Strikers instead, like these are Strikers right here, the way game won't spawn. You need to zone out 2 times until you see nothing but Wendigos. If you see Wendigos, then all you do is kill every enemy here, and the last enemy you defeat, the rare game will appear in front of it. They all have to be the Wendigos. Basically, this replaces all the Strikers that you fight, basically. There's any difference. Oh yeah, make sure you get a float gambit here. There's a trap to the beginning. Oh, whoops. There we go. Let's find these guys to get the extra mags to shoot mainly fish. They sell for quite a lot of gil. Be careful, the trio attack is over 1,000 damage, and sometimes mine inflicts slow, so be careful of that attack. Like I said, enemies get tougher and tougher. This is nothing before some of the other places we have to visit soon. Shoot. Get out of it. Right. Here we are. Now just go through here, then go for the next door, then keep zoning out until you get Wendigos. Good news is you don't have to fight anything here, you just have to zone out and zone back in until you see a Wendigo instead. You can also do it from the save point as well. It doesn't matter either way. There we go. These are them. If you see these guys, Wendigos, this is who you need to. This is how you get the rare game. Ooh, ice cloud arrows? No. Lightning arrows. There we go. nice way. You can also wear steel forbidden flesh on him, which is a nice thing to get. Kill him already. Yeah, some of them can be real bastards. There we are. And the next two should be... There we go, Wendigos right here. I think I may need to start increasing my MP now by learning another mist. Yeah, I think it's about time I did that actually. Things in a variety of spells. Fear, that's the most annoying. I don't want it draining my MP, thank you very much. Because that's what fear does. Okay, once we defeat these two, then the rare game will appear. And right on cue. One thing about this rare game is that I think it's immune to guns. Oh, it's not like immune, it's resistant towards guns. Hello, it's stealing time. You can steal silver liquid from them. Very rare, hard to get at this point. Yes, I actually need quite a few of that to get a few things. Be careful with strong fire attacks. And then with that, you like to equip the oil, so its fire attacks will do even more damage to you. Yes, got it. Fire a soul with liquid. Okay, and everyone attack. Get rid of that oil. That combined with fire will do a lot of damage to you. That's the annoying thing I used to do. Oh, no. Turn off the float gambit. It's wasting MP. Wisdom. That fucking oil. This thing is pretty annoying. There's a whole bunch of other abilities too, like missile bubbles, Phantasmus gets there. Oh, there we go, missile bubbles. One on cue. I mean, in the end, takes less damage to hurt him. Bosses like to do. Bosses in this game like to do that. Got you, you son of a gun. What do we get? Green liquid. That thing's annoying. Anyway, let's go back to the clan primer. Cubus. Mutant oiling with a highly flammable nature. This strange enemy in the camp areas is hunted in the Sochen Cave Palace. There, done it. Let's get the hell out of here. Next stop, Arcades. Yep. Been waiting long enough, folks. We're finally there. There are other games in the Sochen Cave Palace, but we can't get them yet. Don't worry, when I usually say that I can't get them yet, it all makes sense later on. I can't explain much here until you get more further in the story. Actually, it's after we do Dracula's laboratory. Okay then, right here. This is where Arcades is. Sort of. Let's go.
Smells less like a capital, more like a sewer.
Even empires have need of sewers. The runoff from Arcades proper pools here, those who lack papers to live in the city itself. The mighty who have fallen, and the fallen who would be mighty. Their eyes never leave Arcades.
I guess it must be a lot nicer than this place.
Oh, to be sure. Arcades reeks of a different filth. Let's be off. We can follow our noses to Draclo.
Here we are at Old Arcades. There's a shop right here, once it spawns. There we go. Lost all my money. Can't even afford an airship back from Webernester. I thought going back through the Sochen, but I heard an ancient weem lurks down there, and I don't much care to walk into one of those. You think I could get away on these days? Bah, I'm stuck here for life. Look, would you buy something to help a fellow out? You can get embroidered tippets here. Very sweet. Very nice indeed. Make sure you get 3, they're very good to use. And these are basically making you immune to petrify and confusion. This gives you auto floats, which is pretty nice actually. Actually, I'm going to buy 3 of those. No, you never know, I might want auto float. However though, let's go make some extra girl first. There we go, the maggoty flesh. Sells for a ton. So, just buy more one of these. There we go. Nope. There. However though, I actually also want to get one of these bazaars while I'm at it. The Grimoire toys. Let's get the most expensive one. The Dragoon's monograph. Awesome. So we go to inventory, key items. And there you go, you get a Dragoon's monograph. Possession of this text enables acquisition of superior dupes from dragons and plants. Very nice indeed. I will try and buy the others eventually, during time. But except for that, there isn't really much to this place. There are a few specific people you can talk to. If they have a different name on it, besides the shopkeeper and stuff, then talk to them. It says Volcanian Volga, never mind. Yeah, you need to talk to these guys to help you get up to new Arcades. There we go, proper gent. I played many a man false in this city, so I did cause I was being played just the same, though I didn't know it. I've ruined so many men, 'tis all I can do now is to hide myself here and hope I don't run into any former clients. That cockatrice there, that's for a side quest later on, so forget about it for the moment. There we go. There's the one. Who am I? Ain't it plain to see? I'm one of the many what tried to make up in the city and fell back down here. If I hadn't signed that paper. Yeah, I was an agent with the rest of them. All it took was one broker, one binding agreement, and there a scupper in sight. I find him. Did you want something? Oh, to get to the city. Up these stairs, turn off to the west entrance up there. Better be prepared, mate. Here we go, Shady Seek. Talk to him. Oh, you there. You look like someone who knows a good deal when it sees it. So, how's about some Rugals then, eh? I like 8 of them, discount and take it out if it's a bargain. They're cute, they're dance. And here are the 8 Rugals here. A Seek there was. He sought to play. He said I'd take you far away. A gourmet tour he promised us. But all we do is curd and whey. Not much else to talk about here. So go up here first. Nope, just making sure. Nope, not him. That's the only exception. That's for a different side quest. This is for an actual event. That storyteller is also important, actually. Believe it or not. That's for yet another side quest. Okay, well, now you think you can go straight to Arcades, but unfortunately it's not that easy. So you're trying to go here, talk to this guy, entering the castle, have you got credentials? Whether you say have or have not, it doesn't matter, you still can't get in. No credentials? You can't just throw open gates to any old riffraff who would happen to be passing by? Be off with you, commoner. Well, there's a sight for sore eyes. Didn't think I'd seen you again. Not here. Oh, wonderful. Enter the street here. I probably would do well to smile. Wouldn't want to sour his reputation. You know this guy? An old friend. He's a street here. A peddler of rumour and hearsay by the name of Julius. He'd buy a girl given him by his own mother and shave it by half to pay for a funeral. Sometimes an ear of tight purse strings, the order of the day, like when a pirate decides that fancies going up in the world. To the city? You know where? In Arcades, knowledge is power, and power has a way of opening doors, boy. Now a fool would buy a sack of feathers for his pillow, but a wise man, he'd buy the whole stinging cockatrice and get his fill of meat into the bargain. So, wise man, how does 1,500 gil sound? Yep, make sure you have 1,500 gil as well. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. If you don't, just sell a few things. You're sure to make use of gil in no time, especially with that maxi flesh. Pay it. Bright boy, you learn fast. I call this meeting to order. Tell me, boy, heard any rumours in town? So, actually, if you did talk to a few, like those Mughals, actually, I did hear about a Sikh selling Mughals. Mughal trading? You don't say. Oh, you seen the dancing Mughals? Go and tell them what you just told me. To it, boy, to it. If you didn't talk to any of the guys I said, then you have to do that now. It doesn't matter. You can talk to a few different people and get different events. It doesn't matter who it is. The Mughals one is a common one, but you can do. But if I talk to someone else instead and skip them, I might get a different event entirely. So all you do is talk back to the Mughals again, and then just go back and talk to Julius. Then that's it. Here we go, the Mughals 8. Now we hear we're to be sold, but that is not what we were told. Once he talks to the Mughals, let's go back to Julius. And then watch the events unfold. There you go, there's Julius, just talk to him. And, like I said, watch the events unfold. You told him just as I told you? Good boy. I'm not sure what any of this has to do with growing up in the world. Ooh, witness the power of knowledge, my boy. See? It begins. Abroad, the Mughals are rioting. Now's our chance. Thanks, Julius. Never thought you'd go for such a meager price. A pirate should know that words are worth GIL uncountable. Here's some words for you. A prodigal Bernardan sons come back to the imperial roost. See? Words are much value, these. Fact. With that, we now have access to the imperial city of Arcades.
You're gaping like a fish out of water.
I'm just checking out the city. Even if it is the Empire.
You've changed, Vaughn. You were always marching to your own beat. Almost like you were impatient, even. In a good way.
Maybe it's because I've seen more now. Never imagined I'd ever come this far away from home. Hey, Lars is here in the city, isn't he? He's a tough one. I wonder how he's doing.
You always were a soft touch, Vaughn. You know what's amazing? I always thought I'd go my whole life without meeting people like the Princess or Lord Larsa. And here we are in the capital.
I know. It's a little over my head sometimes.
Good, Vaughn. You've come to understand the difficulties of serving royalty.
Hey, I'm just along for the ride.
That wasn't a complaint, was it, Bosch?
Right. Let's get moving.
Hey, don't change the subject.
Right.
Here we go. Now, as soon as we walk across right here, we go our separate ways here, Van. I have some business to attend to. We'll meet again later. Hey! Yep, he's decided to mysteriously leave us. However though, while we're at this place, now let's start looking around the shops. Now, you've gone to the map to the Superior City of Arcades and the map to Itochi Upland. It's in the Technique shop. Over there, you want to go to the Magic shop first. Now, remember that side quest we did very long time ago, the July side quest? Well, now we should get our reward for it. Now, remember that the only reason we did this side quest was not just to get this reward later on, but to get early access to the Thieves' Cliffs in North Forian High Waste. But if we did that, then let's go to talk to July here in the Magic shop. Shh, don't talk to me. You! I met you in Albina, did I not? Don't you remember me? I'm July, the street here. Why, thanks to you, I see the fine reward from the wife of an Imperial particularly unfond of chocobos. In fact, I owe you my gratitude. Here. You get the Salamand Holocene. And this is why you want to do this side quest. With this now, all you need to do is steal a few Yenta fins, about 3 I think, 2 or 3, from the Uritan Yenta. Get the 2 Weaver rings which I told you about, and you don't need to bother trying to steal the Salamand from the Salamand Elemental, you get it straight from there. So now you get the second strongest gun like I can. Sweet. So long then. What am I doing now? I work for an inquiry agency. As a matter of fact, the coin is good. But it's wearisome work, really. But yeah, stuff will start getting crazy expensive here. Start getting some pretty powerful spells now. A Roger, that's a powerful wind attack. We will buy that. And mostly some status effect ones. I guess the Flagger would be good, but these other ones, yeah. But let's go to the Gambit shop, shall we? Then I'm going to show you where the weapon shops are. They're probably going to the Gambit shop. Yeah. They don't tell anything new. You're probably wondering how do I know that? Because I played this game before, remember? Let's see. There's a technique seller, but that's not why we're here. We want to go to the cartographer's guide. Would you like to buy a map, Cooper? This is for the touchy uplands. Yoink. A fine videos, Cooper. You won't regret it. Google's on it. And now see the press for the arcades. There we are. There. There we go. Now you see where everything else is. So let's go down first to the weapon shop. Well, the weapon and armor shop are both in the same place. So some of the things that I got now, you can actually buy. Like you can get a platinum swords now there. But more importantly, what I want is platinum armor. I'm not too worried about weapons, to be honest, because since I always keep making strong weapons in the bazaar, I don't need to bother buying as much of them. It's usually just armor I need to worry about. Here we are. Here's the weapon and armor shop. Let's sell a few things first. Huh? What do I make? Matching weds? Oh wow, it's just something else. I only bought those so that you can see them better. There you go, now you can get Francisco as well. I mean, it's the Master's Sword, but the Diamond Sword's stronger though. But you can get that as good money if you don't enough for that. If you got a bit more money. So you probably don't have to really bother with leveling up staves too much. They are good. Mostly good for increasing the power of your magic. Like you can get a stave that increases damage to wind and fire and all that. So that's how I haven't really focused much on it because for the most part I'm finding physical attacks. But later on I will be buying staves and stuff to help me out. If there are some enemies which make it so immune to physical attacks and you have to use magic and But here we go, platinum armor right here. You get the crystal shields, which are sweet. Because they don't only give you a great evasion, they also give you some magic evasion, so you can small chance to block magic as well. They cost an arm and a leg though, so be careful. See, look at that defense. I get like this. vitality, but it's so well full of defense. Nice boost there. Very useful. Will I sell both of them? Ah, fuck, I don't care. We can also get crystal shields right here. You can also get yourself some yeah, the Hypno Crown has better magic defense, but the Chakra Band also gives you a nice increase in HP, so it's pretty much choose which you think is more important. But I'm fine for the moment. Okay then, next. Now to carry on, we need to talk to this cab here. This cab guide. Only those with 9 or more chops may ride this cab boy. Nothing personal, I assure you. A chop? What's that? If you like a chop, you pay coin. That's 1 million gil. Thank you. What? That's crazy. Having a spot of trouble, are we? I have a message from Master Balthier. He's waiting in Central. He says to come quickly. On this? But we need a chop. What is a chop anyway? When a boy wants information, that's right. Yes, pay it more gil. Also make sure you have 2,500 gil at least to pay up. Why, any upstanding citizen in the Empire carries a chop. It's a mark of status, sometimes a way of transit. Others? If you were aiming to go to Central, where you gently live, I think you need 9 chops. How did you get them? Like I've said, the key is knowledge, boy. You do your part here in the street, talk to the right people, you earn your chops in no time. That doesn't sound so bad. Oh, people in Arcades love doing good deeds. Why, they're helping you out, it must mean they're superior. Understand, boy? Not sure I do, but I'll give it a try. Thanks, Julius. A friend of Master Balthier's is a friend of mine. Look off. Well, okay, what you do is you just talk to people. And we do. Here we go. Here's one, Arcadian Gentry right here. I recently begun work at laboratory. It is like heaven for me, plenty of read and no telling me what to do otherwise. My laboratory, though, is the envy of every student academy. There is no greater store, of course. Text anyway, Evilise. Where is it? There's somewhere you can talk to who... A new employee of mine is an instrument on his first day in the lab. I really want to give him some word of encouragement, but I'm so busy. Here we go. Will you see the yellow or orange, whatever? You see the highlighted colours here, like words of encouragement? This is important right here. Will we not? I tell him. Such things only cost 1 million gil or so. Your concern should be the bigger picture, not such truth-filling details. Wanting to know, I'm on his side, you see. And you say, commit this tale to memory. And memorise, you get word encouragement. If you talk to another person who has highlighted words, and you want to memorise that instead, the last thing you memorise will be deleted. If you only memorise one thing at a time, so focus on the one you have, then you got to find the appropriate person to give this information. Yeah, researchers, eh? I made a mistake, a horrible mistake. I fear my superior is vexed, quite vexed. That instrument I dropped, oh dear. Relate the tale of the words of encouragement. Now, if you get it wrong, you don't get penalised or anything. It just tells you that he doesn't know what he's talking about. But if you do get it right, you get a different text. A message from my superior? Oh my, I'd rate that she's just about had enough of me. Let's see. It only costs 1 million gil or so. Yeah, 1 million? It costs that much? She doesn't want me to pay for it. Please, no. Your concern should be the digger picture. Gah, I admit I'm weak at the finer points, but she doesn't mean to end my research, does she? Not such trifling details. Trifling? Is that what I am? Trifling? I'm finished. That's what I am. I would be a fool to think otherwise, and to say such things through another. If she's to chastise me, I'd have her do it in my face. Why, thanks. I'll chop for your trouble. With that, you get a pine wood chop. Now you need to get 8 more of them here. Now here's the one thing you do about the messages here. Now let's see, in this case, you can get 5 more in the nil base. But you need 9. However though, any message you get from here, which you memory, will be in the same place. Do not exit to go somewhere else or it will disappear. And you have to go and talk to that same person again. So if somebody asks for something else, go talk to that person again. And then they just that's my face of thought now. Basically just talk to the one person there, talk to the appropriate one, you get a pine chop. But just make sure it's all in the same area though. Don't exit out, there will be here, you have to keep searching. Here was a new jury. Got that. If you talk to them, see that's the materialistic one in there. So best is to talk to everyone and stuff. You never know, you might talk. A reader, picture. Here we go, you be quiet. Senior researcher. There's new researcher in the laboratory, and well, you seem fine to me for some reason. I've never been across with him, have I? Let's see this one. You see those chaps running pell-mell about the city? Newcomers are always this way, working up a sweat as they claw their way up the ladder. You look to be in much the same situation as I was long ago. Never fear, you get there, have I a chin up, onwards and upwards, and all that. Commit this to memory. Walking up a sweat, and that person we just talked to was running around frantically. There we go, right here, you can quiet. What am I doing? I'm crying words for the honours. You should have a gang if you need it, alright? When I get enough chops, I'll be winding one in the cabs, and that'll be the end of all this. I'll be sitting pretty in the gardens in it. Relate the tales of workman sweat. What's that? You heard from some bloke who was in my shoes and now he's made some of them himself? That's good to hear. I'll get there someday. You look like a newcomer yourself. I ain't got many chops, I bet. You know it? See it. Look, I ain't got many myself, but up here, we gotta look out for each other. So you can have one of your chops. Let's see what I can tell you at the top. That's 2. I wonder if you... I don't sell you. I don't know if you can sell them. I couldn't find them in key items, no. I wonder if it counts as loot. Oh, there it is. Oh, it does. Pinewood chops. A single carved turret in silver is a mark of status held by 8 irons in the Imperial City of Arcadia. So there it is. Go to loot. Don't sell them though. That's stupid. I don't think you can sell them. You shouldn't. Don't ever sell any of your chops to a murder. Just don't. That's just stupid. Don't. No, seriously, don't. Don't do that. Many years I've researched but one thing, and when I retired, my daughter agreed to continue my work. Happy she made me, but the research it knows no end. Someday I hope to see my daughters marry and bear children, but still the great work will not be done. It is not in vain, no, even though the pace may slow, progress is being made, such as many spellbound things that scientific inquiry. Wait, I think I know about that one. No. There we go. I heard my father's wishes to become a researcher at laboratory, but my colleague's behaviour has proven to be rather odd. I thought on this a great time to and decided it's time to leave, yet my father was so happy that I hadn't had the heart to tell him. Truth be told, our research project finished just the other day. It was quite a breakthrough. My father worked on it for 10 of years. All those years without progress, and I joined within months it's done, and I still want to leave. However, what I experienced to my father? Commit this talisman. Time to leave. And if we just talk to the other guy right here. Here we go. Blah, 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 blah. Relate to the tale of the time to leave? What's this? My daughter? No, surely not. My daughter would never say such things. In case of mistaken entity, perhaps. What? The research complete? How many years did I toil? Finding nothing? That's my girl. Well, she's finished her work. Why stay any longer? Boy, a chop for bringing me this news. Another chop for our trouble. How is that now? I think that's free. There's a lot of chops here. I'm only showing you how to get these 9 chops. I'm doing the rest off screen. They're not very tough to get. Just talk to a bunch of people, and then you get a chop. That's it. It's not rocket science. To show you all this on screen would be beyond boring. Not to mention really time consuming. I may not look it, but I'm quite athletic, you know. My father boasts of Grand Line Grandsman, known for our skill at work, as well as the games. That said, my brother is overly fond of dusty old tomes. He spends most of his time with his nose in one. Why do you know what he told me? He said, good sister, on the morrow I shall go to the laboratory and become a researcher. You become a civil and senate as a researcher. There you go. Grand Line Gainsman. I don't talk to researcher on killing those lines. I recently began work at the laboratory. It was like 7 for me. Plenty of read and no one telling me what to do otherwise. My laboratory library is the envy of every student academy. There's no greater store in obscure text anywhere in either of these. Relates to Grand Line and Gainsman. My sister seems overly concerned with my health. She should know I get proper exercise at least. An hour daily in the games room at the laboratory. Unusual for a laboratory. Man, I know. I suppose it's in the blood, but sport or rather, the exercise involved is the subject of my research. You see, I'm rather interested in how the body's energy might be regulated to lend strength to those muscles most taxed by a given time. Actually, having for your kindness in relaying my dear sister's concern. Here, this should serve you in good stead during your time in Arcades. And that's 4 points. Oh, don't enter shops either. Don't, because that also doesn't count. Don't enter any shops. Oh, faded star. Okay, wait a minute. I know this one. The path to starting is a difficult one. To be sure, to dance to sing, all this takes great effort, and of course, you must know how to act. Imagine setting the stage aflame with but a word. I would be the sword to star, and I would ask advice as a mentor. But what to ask? Commit this tells me. The path to stardom. Then just talk to her again. Faded star. Material star, blah 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 blah. Path to becoming a star? I don't believe such a thing exists, darling. At least it's not the sort of thing one can search for and hope to find. One must work and watch others at work. One cannot sit around winning away hours at the pretend. Only through experience do you learn. I wore many guises in my life. An army clerk, airship attendant, personal secretary, headhunter, dread pirate, even the false queen of a lost land. Quite dangerous that last one. Not recommended. I learned much. My acting was enriched by it. But when it was no longer felt true, I had to leave. Oh, a splendid idea. I shall write a novel to my adventures. That is one thing I get yet to take this, darling, for your excellent advice. Sweet. I'm gonna go about 4 now. Oh, whoops. Oh, my throat's getting a bit dry. Oh no, I got 5. 1 more then. Okay, I'm just going to talk to 1 more, and that's all the pines in this area. The enterprise which I employed has fallen in hard times. This month they halved my wages. Halved! and things were going so well. I went to tell my wife, I don't have the courage to face her. I can't go in like this. Wages halved. And I think that's the materialistic woman we saw back there. There we go. I'm going for some new jewellery and one ring in particular. A rare blue diamond. I saw it just yesterday. We can be all afford such luxury, and you never know when we might need extra for an emergency. Still, my husband's enterprise has done well. I'm sure we'll soon have a little girl. And tell her about the wages halved. His wages halved? What ill tidings are these? And what of my blue diamond? Why, to afford it now, they'd not but my jewelry purse too. Oh. No, there's a force. I can't believe it never occurred to me before. I have more than enough gil to buy a flying diamond. A fine idea. My thanks. Okay. That's all the pine in this area now. How about nil base? Ah, yes, so yeah, nil base going up to 6. I don't need too many. All the chops are for a later side quest, actually. So I want to try and get some. What area is this one? Mulberry. Nah, I don't want to get. I'm going to start that one. I saw one that has a 6. That way there'll be only very few left for me when I do this off screen. But there we go, that's how you get all of the chops in this area if you're curious. Paying attention. Really? Oh no, I don't want to get 7. Yeah, let's go to Trent. I get my last 3 pinewood chops here. There we go, Trent. I'll talk this guy first. Best talk to as many players as you can first, and then you get to see him. Basically, it's a clue in how to go about helping people. No, not him. No. I worked so hard and so long, all for money, and indeed I accumulated some wealth, yet I realised I want neither money nor power. Both I've had, and neither satisfied me. I found out what I wanted when I met her, a client's daughter. The moment I saw it, I knew. Here we go. Client's daughter. No. Well, obviously, it has to be a woman. No. I'm having trouble putting a man I met, a business associate of my father, from my mind. He was so dashing, so mysterious. Of course, I'm certain a gentleman of his means would be a friend to the very least. Of course he would. What? He said that? About me? For true? Are you... He is sure? Perhaps he meant another. If it is truly me he asked after, I certainly accept. I do believe I'm overjoyed. Look, it's not much, but I've been having the chop for a special occasion. Well, take it. It's yours. There we go. That's 7. 2 more now. We are done. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. I was asked by my mother to buy tickets to the palace, yet I bought too many. Oh, my mother despises waste. I should be punished for sure. Interesting. There we go. Youths today, they know only of their glory and nothing of her history. How little they think on the sacrifice of the past. It troubles me. The history of empire. The historian. Yeah, see, doesn't always work. So you don't get punished for it. You just don't. He just tells you what you're talking about. So look. No. Nope. Sorry I'm not reading every dialogue here, but we live in an empire, but it was not always so. How did it come to be? Military might, wise rule? No, it must be take more than these things. How can we hope to carry Empire's glory onto the future if we know not her past? Yet our academies teach us little of its true history. What's that? You have an acquaintance who knows much of history? How long I've sought for this? Thank you, good sir. Thank you. Please accept this chop. For the glory of the Empire. And we just need one more now. And I know where we can get that one. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, dear, dear. I asked my daughter to buy tickets for a fast, but I've asked her to buy one too few. What to do? I'm entertainer of most important clients. There we go. No, there she go. Yeah, they disappear sometimes and walk completely somewhere else. Oh, here we go. Oh, she needed more than one ticket for the task? Then they look and smile upon me. This is better than any amusement. A chop for your trouble. And you get a pint of chop. There we go. And with that, you're now free to ride the cab. So you don't need to get any more. I'll ride the cab up there and also show to the next save crystal. Oh, seriously, I think my throat's on the dry. I'm gonna get some water after this. But yeah, sorry there isn't much happening today, folks, but I wanted to get all this boring stuff out of the way. But I'm gonna just end it here once I show you to the next save point. Here we go. Cab guide. Ah, I see you have some chops, sir. Splendid. It's a snowball? Take me to the snowball. pleased you could join me. Cubus has a morsel for us. A light airship used by GIL EACH is just up ahead. We'll take that and go in through the service entrance. Let's make haste, shall we? So basically, we talk to this cab driver. That's not it. And basically, if we go a bit more further up, let's see, I think you need to talk to someone. Here we go.
The accomplices of the Senate have been quelled, Your Honor. Our forces sustained but light casualties.
You have leave to withdraw. One detachment will remain here to guard Draculaur.
My lord.
Do you think they're onto us?
It would seem not, though this will make our task more difficult still.
Yeah, now we can't get past through here to the Dracula laboratory. I'm very sorry that it's been this here. No one's allowed us in this central of the time. Please come again. Certainly took your time getting here, didn't you? I've seen the sights, perhaps? Not likely. Do you know how long it took me to get the chops to get up here? What's that? I gave Judas some chops. Judas? Sisters, a squad of judges has been sent to Dracula. You'll find the service entrance rather difficult. There is a bit of opposition, I'm afraid. You're doing, no doubt. You knew how the Ministry of Law would move, so you had Van out collecting chops until the judges could reinforce Dracula, of course. Tell me, how much did the Ministry pay for Word of the Prodigal Son? The Ministry? Oh, judges make poor customers, my friend. Too many rules, too many laws. Perhaps you didn't know, Master Balthier, that Dracula is a toy box these days, filled with your Lord Father's conceits. All developed without the Senate's knowledge. Of course, why not even the Empire knew the full extent of Dr. Sid's operations? Now here's the catch. Since Vane had himself declared a dictator, many people has come out of that laboratory. I know people who would sell things own mum for the merest scrap information about the goings on inside Dracula. People like Lasagna's sympathizers, worried about the Empire's weapons programs, and anyone else who might be opposed to Al Solidor injuringly. So we create a disturbance and get your windfall dirt on Dracula. And in exchange for your service, I've spoken to a cabbie. When he asks where you want to go, tell him you know where to go. Simple, no? Now a deal. Brokered in true arcade fashion. Why, it's just like old times, Judas. Brings a tear to my eye. Good to be back, eh? My regards to your Lord Father, Master Fearman. Or rather, Master Balthier. All we do is talk to this cabbie right here, and say you know where to go, and then you go to Dracula's laboratory. But we're not going to do that today. No, we are done now. But we will be doing that next time. But off screen, I'm going to get the rest of those chops. I'm going to get them now. They're not very hard to get, but I'm not going to show them on screen. It'd just be very boring to watch. I'm not letting you watch that. I was only showing you the first few. First 9, just give you an idea, but so you know what to do. It's pretty simple, to be honest. You shouldn't have any trouble. So, next time we will be infiltrating the Dracula laboratory and see what we can find there. But with that, this is Masterin347. Gamers or Titan RPG the platformer. Stay classy.